All right. This is a film that I took back in 1967, our senior year at Garfield High School in Terre Haute, Indiana. And it starts off with some of the kids we went to school with. There's Jim Terry. Now, I directed these, and if you'll notice, there's going to be a lot of cars, a lot of running, very little acting. Here comes Tim Nichols in his Volkswagen, his head sticking out as he's driving and pulling up in front of our house. That's at the corner of Linden and 9th Street. I think that was him dunking the ball. There's my car, my 65 Chevy, and that was Linda Niece, my girlfriend then. And there's my car driving. No, nobody's driving it. Isn't that amazing? Oops. Okay. There's Linda again, Linda Niece. She was a junior at Garfield then. And there's Lowell Touchton, big boy. He almost hit me there. Becky Robertson, his future wife, Becky Touchton. Here we see Mike Turner driving up in his driveway at his home out in Terrytown, and he dives in a swimming pool. There he goes. See, my direction was excellent. This is Janie Buhas, soon to be Janie Gallagher, looking to make sure that fire hydrant's still at West Drug Store where she works. Richard Galbraith. Here's Richard now. He's digging with a pail and a shovel out, trying to get some cement out of the corner of Maple and Lafayette. There's you can see Garfield, a little glimpse of Garfield back there. And there's one of the guys, I think he worked at West Drug Store. I don't remember his name. There's the corner of Lafayette and Maple. Carol Turner, terrified. She was tied to a telephone pole, but she broke loose and ran, and now she's playing basketball. Okay, Carol Turner, a good hook shot there. Wow. And somebody in a Corvair, I guess, don't know who that was. Barbara Salmon, that's in front of her home, I remember. And when she saw me filming, she ran away. Some of you might remember Walter Gregory Evans. It was a tombstone that is out in North Terre Haute somewhere. It had a little time in my car once. And there's my car again, and I'm on the top of it, making Linda Niece pull with those tightly drawn ropes. There's Skip Morton in the car there, and that's, of course, Les Morton, his dad, and my stepdad. There's my mom. She says, Les! And Les got out of the car and said, Rosie! And they hug out beside our house on Linden and 9th Street. Or Linden and 9th Street. Here I am showing off my basketball skills. I was a much better assist keeper and rebound keeper when I was manager of the team. And not bad. I don't know. Couldn't get the tip. So I think Ronnie Agresta took this film. And there's Linda and I again. Well, here we are at the railroad now. This is me tying Helen Billing to the railroad track. This was out further in North Terre Haute. And I said, here comes the train. So here we go. It's a very slow-moving train. And you can see Helen is absolutely, she's scared to death. She's going to be run over by this train, this slow-moving train. And there goes Helen. So then afterwards, she survived, actually. She didn't get killed. I chased her on top of the boxcars. And so that's, there we are, Stapleton's. That was in North Terre Haute. That's where we had lunch a lot with Touchton and Gallagher and the guys. Here's the flat tire. This was probably my first directed and starring in film. As I pull up, I look and see the tire. There's something wrong, Linda. There's something wrong. So Linda comes running around the car, and she said, oh, my, what happened? I said, we have a flat tire. This is serious, Linda, very serious. She said, well, what will we do? Now, this is where I go back and give her the jack. So later, you get the picture. Later, Yeah, I'm taking it easy, sunning myself, and Linda is changing the tire. So now she's mad at me, and so she's throwing the jack off to the side. She's getting in the car, and she drives away and leaves me out in the middle of nowhere. And of course, I have to run after her. I chase her. I said there'd be a lot of cars and a lot of running in this thing. The end. That clipboard was really neat, wasn't it? Well, here we are. This is another production film. You can't see him too well. That's Ronnie Agresta and his girlfriend. I think Sandy Mellinger? I'm not sure. She says, "Oh, my, Ron, there goes my car now." She said, "Let's chase it." So there they go again, chasing a car. But this was like the Twilight Zone, because at a certain point in time, the car turned around and started chasing them. That is scary stuff. Here's our old buddy Max James. Miss that guy. He's saying, "My filling station, you get better service." So he's going to put the gas in. Of course, he can't figure out where to stick the nozzle to fill the tank. And here's Linda asking him to check the oil, which he goes around and opens up the trunk and pulls out the tire iron or the tire tool. There he's somehow he took a reading of some sort. I don't know. Here's Lowell Touchton again. Lowell was Indiana Shrine All-Star in 1967 in football. This is a little scene where Lowell comes over to Becky's house and hollers for her from upstairs. She comes running down. She goes through a little dramatic. Then there's the kiss. All right. Now we're back at West Drug Store. Danny Fisher. There's Janie Buhas then. Jenny Gallagher today. Tom Torrance running into the door. Got to pull, not push. He hits the pole. There's Ronnie Agresta. I remember him saying, "This is really stupid." There's Janie helping Ron. I don't know. She's trying to sell him a pack of cigarettes or something. And Ron is just kind of bored with the whole thing. It's a purse, I guess. There's Kay Agresta. You see Varda Electric across the street. That's Ronnie's sister. I think that lady worked at West Drug Store. I'm not sure. Some of you might remember her. Now here we are, because Larry Gallagher was drafted by the Cleveland Indians as a pitcher. And he had been away for a while, and so we decided to surprise him at the airport at Hallman Field. And we got a bunch of the guys together, a bunch of the kids, and we greeted Larry coming off the airplane. There's his sister hugging him. And I don't know, Tom Torrance was there, Marty Moore, of course, Lowell and Becky. My parents were there. The man says, "Hey." They call my stepdad Les the man because he was a cop. There's Larry and Jane. Larry was really surprised to see us all. And Lowell and Becky, and then Linda and I. There we are, just standing there. They're not moving. Linda Albin and Janie Buhas standing out somewhere. Now, this is Larry and his brand new car that he bought with his bonus money from signing with the Cleveland Indians. And Janie runs out, says, "Larry, the sign says stop." So he runs out to look, make sure there was no traffic coming down 9th Street off of London. And then he knew it was safe to drive through the intersection. There's his Indians. There I am now, putting on a racing stripe on my 65 Chevy for some reason. There's Larry's. I think that's Larry's car that he actually bought, the red one. The brown one he had, I'm confused. This was all taken 55 years ago. So there's Garfield in the background right there, turning on Garfield Avenue, I think it was. There's Garfield. And, of course, there I am. I keep popping up. And, of course, you recognize the side of West Drug Store. I just took the camera, and whoever came out of the store, of course, that West Drug Store was always packed with kids when school was in. Janine Buhas, Janie, well, I can't remember her name, Janine Swander. I'm not sure about him. There's some kids from classes of 68 and 9 saying hello. Terry Smith, I remember him. John Beasley, that was Lana Beasley's brother, younger brother. There's the back of the store, somebody parking their 58 Chevy. Back to the door, just filming people as they go. There's Scott Williams. Lana Beasley. She says, "Oh, no, I don't want to be on camera." "Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want to be." So that's my film, Around Garfield High School in 1967.